The desert wind whispered across the silent plain, carrying with it a faint echo of something impossibly old. Beneath the burning horizon, half buried beneath dunes that had swallowed entire eras, a stone block the size of a small house breaks the monotonous sea of sand. Its surface, smoothed with a precision that defied time, shimmers beneath the dying light of the sun. No chisel marks, no erosion patterns, just perfection. A perfection that should not exist. A perfection that did not match the hands of any known ancient culture. For centuries, archaeologists have tried to explain how ancient civilizations, supposedly limited to primitive tools, were able to move, carve, and shape stones weighing dozens, hundreds, and sometimes thousands of tons. But the more we uncover, the more the story fractures, the more it slips through our fingers, because every new discovery seems to suggest something unsettling. That the builders of the megaliths were not merely early humans experimenting with architecture. They were something else. Something older, something more advanced. Something we no longer understand. The story begins in the deep silence of forgotten ruins scattered across the planet. From the Cyclopean stones of Baalbek to the perfectly interlocking walls of Sacsayhuaman, from the monolithic heads of Easter Island to the subterranean chambers of Egypt that remain inaccessible to this day, the megaliths whisper a message written in a language of stone, a message that says, our understanding of the past is incomplete. Our story is missing chapters. And those who lived before us possessed knowledge far beyond what we imagine. Imagine a block of stone weighing over 1,000 tons, twice the weight of a fully loaded Boeing 747. Now imagine carving it with the precision of a laser, shaping its edges so perfectly that even modern engineers struggle to replicate the effect. Then imagine transporting that block across uneven landscapes, up hills, over valleys, through forests and deserts, all without advanced machinery. This is what the ancients did. Not once, not twice, but repeatedly. The deeper we dig, the more the timeline falters. Ancient Egypt, traditionally believed to be the birthplace of monumental architecture, now shows signs of inheriting knowledge rather than inventing it. Researchers have found quarry marks beneath some of the oldest temples that do not match the tools Egyptians supposedly used. Stones cut with a smoothness that copper tools could never achieve. Drill holes with spiral patterns indicating extremely high rotational speeds. Surfaces flattened beyond what hand tools can accomplish. It is as if the builders had access to a technology that simply vanished with time. In the mountains of Peru, massive walls stand with stones that lock together like puzzle pieces. The joints are so perfectly fitted that not even a piece of paper can slide between them. Some stones have up to 12 sides, each angle carved with mathematical precision. These blocks are not small. They weigh several tons. Yet they sit atop one another with such accuracy that not even an earthquake can unsettle them. Engineers marvel at the placement, historians shrugged, and locals speak of gods, giants, and ancient engineers. What makes these structures more mysterious is the absence of mistakes. No abandoned stones, no half-carved blocks, no failed experiments. Whoever built these walls executed them flawlessly. They understood something we lost, something that allowed them to manipulate matter with an ease that feels legendary. Then there is Baalbek, home to some of the largest stones ever quarried by humans. The famed trilithon stones, each weighing over 800 tons, sit precisely aligned in a platform that predates Roman construction. Even with modern cranes, relocating such stones would be a monumental challenge. Yet the ancients moved them, raised them, and aligned them with such accuracy that their placement remains an engineering mystery. The Romans built atop this platform, but they did not build the platform itself. Its origins are lost to time. Then, there are structures such as Göbekli Tepe, older than agriculture, older than pottery, older than any known civilization. Massive pillars, arranged with astronomical precision, carved with symbols and animals no one fully understands. Its discovery shattered the traditional timeline. Before Göbekli Tepe, the narrative claimed that advanced architecture came after agriculture. But the site shows the opposite. The builders were organized, intelligent, skilled in stonework, and aware of cosmic movements. Yet they left no trace of their identity. No city, no writing, no tools that explain their abilities. If this was the world's earliest known architectural project, then our ancestors were far more advanced long before the rise of the first civilizations. And that revelation forces us to ask a troubling question. Where did they learn how to build like this? Some researchers propose that a forgotten culture existed during the last ice age, one that flourished long before the rise of modern civilizations. A culture that understood stone on a level we struggle to comprehend. They may have possessed advanced techniques for cutting, shaping, and transporting massive blocks. Techniques that did not survive the cataclysms that ended their world. Others suggest that the builders possessed knowledge of acoustics and vibration, using sound to manipulate stone. Sound waves can levitate small objects in laboratories today. Could ancient engineers have discovered a way to amplify these principles? Legends from around the world speak of priests chanting to lift stones, of sacred tones that caused boulders to float, of instruments that broke or shaped rock as if it were clay. Another theory suggests they used geopluma, technology reshaping natural stone using chemical processes. Researchers have found evidence that some megaliths may have been poured into molds instead of carved. If true, this changes everything. It means the ancients may have been chemists, capable of manipulating minerals in ways we are only rediscovering now. A more radical idea proposes that these builders had an intuitive understanding of Earth's magnetic lines. Some megalithic sites align perfectly with global energy grids, extending thousands of miles across the planet. These layouts are too precise to be accidental. They imply a global surveying system, a knowledge of geometry and geography long before the invention of compasses or maps. How did ancient humans chart the Earth with such accuracy? And why does this knowledge appear simultaneously in distant civilizations with no known contact? Even more intriguing are the legends. From Egypt to Peru, from Mesopotamia to Polynesia, ancient cultures tell stories of beings who came from the sky or from the sea, who taught humans how to build, how to measure the heavens, how to shape stone. The names differ: gods, sages, watchers, teachers, but the theme is always the same. Knowledge was given. Knowledge was inherited. Knowledge did not originate with early humans, but was passed down. Whether these stories are metaphorical or historical, they hint at a time when the world was different, when humanity walked alongside something we no longer understand, something that left behind clues carved into mountainsides, buried beneath oceans, and scattered across deserts. Today, we look upon these megaliths with awe, but also with blindness. Because despite our advanced technology, our precision tools, our satellites and lasers, we still cannot replicate many of the ancient works without tremendous effort. And even then, we struggle to match their perfection. The truth is simple: the deeper we investigate, the older the mystery becomes. The more we measure, the more impossible the architecture appears. The more we uncover, the more we realize that history is not a straight line but a cycle, one marked by rises and falls, forgotten eras and buried knowledge. And perhaps, beneath the sands, beneath the oceans, beneath the silent ruins that endure through time, lies the memory of a civilization that understood the Earth in ways we have yet to rediscover. A civilization whose fingerprints remain etched in stone, waiting patiently for us to understand what they left behind. A civilization that mastered the impossible. Thanks for watching, and if you want to explore more mysteries lost to time, make sure to subscribe.